Was her clap going to throw us off?
So sorry.
Maybe.
Okay. So
I'm good.
I'm hoping
new
it doesn't
here.
We'll be
interfere.
good. We'll be just fine.
You're not appreciated, or not appreciated. You may be new, but you're appreciated.
Right. Yep, Shelly's not appreciated.
No, the joke was.
Hey, second office, welcome. Okay,
The joke was, I was trying to, after visiting our friend at Flipside Dispensary and trying some of their products, I was sitting out on the deck watching the sun go down, and I couldn't figure out where the sun went when it went away, and it took so long to figure out, it dawned on me.
There we go. That's much better than dissing your significant other.
I did not diss.
Oh, on accident, you sure did.
Inadvertent diss. It was a Freudian slip.
I feel very unappreciated right now.
Yeah.
I promise I can make that up to you.
That just made the list.
All right, welcome, guys. Second office for real this time.
Just new? It's a good
Host, Alec George, Doc, Sodi, Shelly.
Shalilik Walili. Vanilla.
Welcome one, welcome all. We got...
Brandon is here also.
Oh my God, Brandon!
is. I was waiting for him to chime in.
Wait,
You
going
just
on,
never
Brandon?
know if he can call in or not if he's back in the
Can you
clink.
cut the music?
It's confusing.
We can cut the music when the music stops, Sodi. I've never cut our intro music, ever. Ever.
Can't believe you just asked him to do that.
You're gonna have to wait now.
As I am. I'm
He's gonna play it
enjoying
again.
I'm letting it happen to me.
Oh.
You know,
Play
in a
again?
way, I haven't. I know we've.
What?
I know we've double and triple outed before, but Brandon, what are you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing a championship hat here.
Wait,
Oh,
Oh, geez.
Really?
Is it a Packer hat? I hope it's not.
It is a Packer hat.
God damn it, Brandon.
you
what
know,
year is on?
Damn
it?
it, Brandon.
This is about a 3-year-old hat.
What does it say?
And
It's just a
it
stupid
says
G
Packer G
logo.
on it, baby.
That G could stand for anything.
Well, no, you said championship hat.
Could stand for gonads. Could
Well,
stand for.
Packers are
Ganesh.
title town, baby. We have the most titles and championships.
So I'm curious. I've heard that phrase, Titletown. I don't know why. What's Titletown? Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers title
So
town.
is
baby.
Green Bay Titletown, or is Madison, or is
No, it's Green Bay.
so Green Bay is Titletown?
Green Bay is title town.
Yeah. Why?
Because they have the most titles, Sodi.
Titles of what?
Football titles.
Like different names for things that they've won?
Yeah.
there's a lot of misters and misses and doctors and.
Well, no, I'm serious.
We're
Like, what
Vikings fans. We don't know
what are
specifics.
some of
We
these?
don't get it. We don't get
I
it.
Yeah.
would
Okay,
like to learn more
Green
about.
Bay, Wisconsin is known as Titletown because it's the home of the Green Bay Packers, the NFL team that has won 13 world championships, the most in any city.
See, Sodi, you set him up for that, and now I play this again.
You can
He's
knock
gonna wear
out.
that button.
Go, Pack, go.
Like I said, I like to know more history about the NFC, the NFL, and especially teams that have been around a long time, like the Packers. So let me ask you: is there another team that's been a football team as long as the Packers and has had an equal chance to win this many championships?
Ratio of seasons played to championships won.
Yeah, no,
Let's hear
seriously.
it. I think it's still the Packers.
Have Packers?
Maybe the
are they the
Patriots.
longest running NFL franchise?
No,
No,
they
the
were
Cardinals
before.
are. The
before-
Cardinals
Cardinals?
are the longest running.
Yeah,
The Cardinals are the longest running NFL
Yep.
franchise.
correct.
Starting
They-
in 1898.
They
believe it?
reek of franchise expansion. They reek of expansion team. There's no way Cardinals are an original.
You would think, right?
No,
You would think.
they moved from
So you're
St.
telling
Louis,
me
right?
the Boston Patriots and the Tennessee Oilers were lining up against the Arizona Cardinals? Holy frick, you're right. My dad had a bunch of buttons in the Buccaneers
Remember
were on
that
there.
logo? Yes,
the swashbuckler
totally.
was still
Yes.
had a knife in his
Uh-huh.
mouth, and I think there was
Totally.
a Cardinal.
Yeah.
And wow, talk about something that hasn't changed. That logo really stood the test of time.
Here you go.
There you go. You got a little knowledge in you.
Hey, shout out O-Dog. You listen sometimes if I bring it up at work.
Hell yeah.
Arizona
All right.
Cardinals. We're talking about them.
Guys, before we get into it, super quick, awesome Viking alum. Congratulations to Jimmy Kleinsasser, world's greatest tight end of all time.
I thought you said he was gonna.
Elected
That's
Brandon.
I thought you said he was gonna be here.
Jimmy Kleinsasser elected to the College Football Hall of Fame.
He's not coming down the
I
stairs
thought
right
you
now.
said he elected to be in studio.
The whole reason I'm
sorry.
here
I'm sorry.
was to see the world's tightest end.
Shelly wore her nice
Jimmy
vest.
Kleinsasser is it too. Believe me, I'm sorry I set you up for failure.
I
there,
got tickets to the wrong show, clearly.
Brandon's like, I'm still trying to find parking.
but everyone's here to see Jimmy Kleinsasser's butt. Jim, congratulations. You were a freaking rock for the Vikes.
Yep, because
Wait,
he
name
listens.
a Vikings alumni that looks more like meat sauce Paul Lambert. Oh wait,
He looks like Jim Kleinsasser though.
Jerry Tillery looks like a tan meat sauce Paul Lambert in my opinion.
Really?
Look up Jerry Tillery's face while you're
I-
talking, and you're gonna go, oh my god, that's. And then look up Paul Lambert side by side.
I know what he looks like, Jerry.
It's accurate.
Tillery.
Jerry Tillery, our awesome D-line.
That's crazy.
Yep, it is though, isn't it? That's a tan meat sauce.
That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
That's really funny. Okay. Good point. Sody point made. All right, guys.
Delicious.
Well, I've always been a big about face masks in the NFL. And this
your
season,
thing.
I tried to
No
spend a
way.
little bit of extra time trying to out who's behind that mask.
You're so autistic.
Yes. 100%.
Well, if you're not a nerd about something, then
Sody,
you're the
didn't
one
we-
out of the
didn't we-
zeitgeist.
That's not a bad thing.
Sody, didn't we online test ourselves and we're both less than surprised, I should say, on as far as the internet is concerned?
That might have been when we were living in California and I was trying to get a job, so I was smoking synthetic pot, which we didn't realize was much more dangerous for the nervous system than
Oh my
actual
gosh.
THC.
No, seriously, let's take a time for a little PSA. Don't smoke that stuff.
Don't smoke that stuff. If you want to get high, find a neighbor, a relative and say, hey, have you ever grown weed? Do you have any weed? Show me how to smoke weed.
The really
If
nice
somebody
lady.
says this is like weed, but it ain't going to show up on a drug test, it's cocaine. Don't smoke that.
Well, and the nice lady is going to tell you, this is the new stuff. This isn't like K2. This is way different now. It's the same chemicals. It's just a new name.
Oh, it's
And maybe
gross.
one less or one different chemical or something. But she's going to be like, nope, this is great. It doesn't show up on a P test. It's not K2 because that's what we were worried about. It's all the same shit. So what did we get?
I fell for it again, though, when they did the Delta 10 and Delta 8.
Yeah.
Like when Delta 9
That's not
is
yeah, not quite the same as synthetic, but yes.
it's different, though. It's muddled and it's just one more reason. Let us get high.
There's so
Come
many
on,
different
Minnesota.
things.
Where are we at? We call Josh, figure out where
We're not-
Wait,
it's not
Brandon,
going-
you
it's-
live in Wisconsin, right?
It's not going well.
No, I live in
he's-
Ohio.
He's the land of Cleve.
Can you guys get high in Ohio?
Yeah.
Wait, Brandon lives in Ohio?
The land of Cleve.
Bullshit.
Land of Cleve, dude.
I've seen you physically multiple times.
You're gonna in a couple months too. He's coming back for a little bit. But yes, he lives in Ohio, Sody. But we digress. We
Wait
totally
a minute.
digress. Sody, we digress.
How long have you lived
Sody,
in
we're
Ohio?
digressing super hard right now. And Brandon lives in Ohio. It's great. But
No,
we don't need to talk about that he lives in
Talk
Ohio.
about a franchise. What about the Cleveland Browns? How long have you lived in?
Sody, we brought it up before, okay? Jeez Louise. We're
Let
gonna
it
we're gonna
go,
move
man.
on. We're gonna move on.
Can I just say, if you don't recall these conversations, it might
Congrats
be
to your
time
boys winning the college
stop
football playoff.
smoking so much weed.
Yeah. Enough of this instead.
Nobody
We have
explained to
talked
me in
about it.
detail where you were originated from.
We've
I'm
talked
from
to-
Wisconsin originally,
I don't
but
think
I
we've
live
ever.
in Ohio.
I always assumed you were calling me from Lambeau, baby.
I need to bring Sody's playoff music back.
Why?
Yeah.
So we're not talking about where Brandon lives.
No, it's fine. Do your show.
All right, guys. A lot of things happened.
I shaved my beard deeper than I've ever shaved it. I got
so
robbed,
good.
and
So
nobody
good.
said anything.
I did as soon as you walked through. I said
Did
I said you're clean cut.
Shit, man, I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Yep. You look great.
You're such a good friend.
So he looks great. I know it. I know it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we made out.
About your beard.
I'm right here, Doc.
Well, you know.
I'm
That was a
right
long
here.
bathroom
Thoughts and
break.
You
prayers.
can't be mad. You can't be mad. Okay. A couple we got some cock news. Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, baby.
That's right.
Wait, did our cock get extended?
Our cock got extended.
We got a cock extension.
It's cock of the year.
Woo!
And there's a cock statement.
That cock is deep into the future.
All right, let's go one at a time. Cock of the year,
Penetrating
baby.
your dreams.
Cock of the year, baby. Our
Jesus
coach,
Christ.
Kevin O'Connell, is the NFL coach
Do
of
we
the
still
year.
do this when we made a something that would be a good clip?
Yes. Yep, totally.
No, you don't have to do that anymore.
No, AI does it now, dude.
Sick.
I know, it's great.
Wait,
Yes,
Allen Iverson's on the payroll?
Yes.
the Vikings head coach was named the 2024 NFL Coach of the Year by Pro Football Writers of America. He is the second Vikings coach to win the honor after Bud Grant in 1969. Nice.
Boo.
Nice.
Wait, what? Hang on. Do you not agree? Who do you think should have won it?
In 1969.
Yeah. Who in 1969 do you think was coaching on the
How dare you
caliber of
boo
Bud
Bud
Grant?
Grant.
Yep. Brandon, do you
Um,
agree with Coach of the Year? Because honestly, it was a toss-up for me between him and Dan Campbell. If either one of those two won it, I was going to be happy. If either one didn't, I think it was a travesty.
I think Coach Dan Campbell should have won it, and it shouldn't have been particularly close.
Really? Do tell.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, okay, so he took the North for sure.
I just also want to point out, though, that that's not the true NFL Coach of the Year.
It's not?
Yeah, that's not the that's not the NFL.
No, right. That's not the
That's
Associated
not the
Press.
real award.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What the crap are we talking about?
It's this.
Yeah,
it's
like,
this. I'm talking about.
So NFL Coach of the Year hasn't been decided yet.
Correct.
Correct.
Alex
Nothing
is
has
sweet.
been-
He
Let's talk
found-
about
he
that
found
when
a little
that
article.
It's the
Yeah.
Pro
We're
Football
talking
Writers of
about it.
America. The
Thank
Pro
you.
Football Writers of America have them as.
I
his
thought it was
directive
kind of a
agent.
long explanation.
you're-
I thought it was kind of funny.
You're every politician right now.
Hell yeah! I know.
Oh, this stat works for me.
It sure
This
does.
goes with all my cock jokes.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, this isn't fake news.
Also, so Brandon, I am interested to hear that you don't think it should have been close. You don't think the work that he did with one bust of a draft pick, Sam Darnold, and with 14 wins, earned any consideration?
Dan Campbell had Jared Goff.
Noted.
Who had an amazing year.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Who's been amazing, honestly.
I think Dan Campbell is not just the Lions coach. I think he's everybody's coach. I get inspired. I get jacked up when he starts talking. I want to run through a wall for him.
Preaching the choir,
I
man.
like him. I like him as a coach. And honestly, like what he's done, especially against reputable teams in the later half of the season with all those injuries and still being able to produce, he's coach of the year.
Moldy bread
What
gets
are we
the
talking
job
about?
done. Am I right? No, I can't.
No, that
I,
causes bacteria that you don't.
I can't
you don't
disagree,
need.
Brandon.
Just eat some yogurt.
As much as I love that my coach may win it, and I hope he does, you can't be mad at Dan Campbell.
When
just can't.
When did you buy the Vikings?
Yeah, or when did me and Shelly not become Vikings fans? Your coach. Wow.
This may be a theoretical.
You know, winning a Super
thing
Bowl.
that I made up in my
winning
head.
a Super
They're my
Bowl as a
team.
Vikings fan is our dream.
Keep living that dream, baby.
Damn right. Thank you, Brandon. Okay.
Well, I'd rather live in. I don't know. Yeah, I think I would. I'd rather live knowing I haven't won anything, and knowing that when I win that, it's going to be the most recent, and most fresh, and biggest victory that the entire league has seen when we win that, rather than hanging our hat on titles that they don't even hand out anymore. I'm just kidding. How many Super Bowls you guys
I
have?
think
3?
the Packers.
Yeah, 4.
No, we've 3, 4, 5.
5? See, that's the thing I don't like. Why can't everyone have the same answer? How many Super Bowls did the Patriots win? 7?
Tom Brady won those Super Bowls
Oh, but what team did he play for?
himself.
Brett Favre won his Super Bowl.
So,
Come on,
guys-
obviously, the quarterback, whatever the quarterback is, Tom Brady's a freak. Patrick Mahomes won his Super Bowls.
No, the refs won those.
In addition to cock of the year,
Agreed.
in addition to potential cock of the year,
I stand corrected. 4 Packers Super Bowls.
Was the first one they
Do I
won
need
the
to do
first
it
one
again?
ever won?
Yeah,
Yes,
1967.
the first two.
Against Kansas City Chiefs, 35-10.
I'm engaging our guests.
I get it. But you're just making me play the Go Pack Go soundbite because
Oh, I thought that was the runoff music for a second.
You've played that far too many times today.
but he's making me. We're just saying great things about the Packers, and I have to be equal. Every time we say something great about the Vikes, I do the skull horn.
That said you're using those buttons far too often.
You definitely did.
But they're not complaining now that it's Go Pack Go.
That guy's stoned.
Shout out to
Inside
people
my-
in Colorado.
What a coincidence.
Inside my head, I am. It's
You
been a
don't
little.
even want that.
It's been a little too much for me.
Go Pack Go.
Yeah.
A little too much packing. Packing too much.
You can
heat?
only pack in so much.
Well, no. Okay. In addition to our potential cock of the year, you guys.
I was gonna say.
You guys, in addition to the potential cock of the year,
For once, I actually want to get back on track.
we have a real cock extension. And here's what our cock had to say about that. Okay.
I'm glad you said our this time and not just, you're not being selfish with your guy.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Loves us all very much.
I'm
He's here.
gonna read the statement because I'm psyched for the extension. And we have our coach of the future, do we not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm so pumped about that.
From Kevin O'Connell himself, it is an absolute honor to continue leading the Minnesota Vikings. Holding this prestigious position is something I never take for granted, and I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Wilf family for their unwavering belief in what we are building together.
I'm grateful too.
I also want to thank Leah and our incredible children.
Thank you,
Their
Leah.
love and support allow me to perform this job at a high level.
Thank you
And
for
none
getting
of
us,
this
Kevin.
would be possible without the dedication of our coaches, players, and support staff. I can't wait to get back to work with all of them as we continue to build upon the high standard we've set and the positive environment we've created. He is literally the best at saying absolutely nothing. He says so many words and doesn't say anything.
He's got a history in
That's why you got an
politics.
But you know, he's,
Politics.
yes, exactly.
See, I can't decide what's more important,
Most
history or future.
Coach speak I've ever heard. In my
Two
life.
Vikings fans, you are the best in the NFL. You're damn right. There is no greater joy than leading our team in front of you
See-
each Sunday and experiencing the home field advantage you create.
Isn't
I'm
that a
thrilled
title that you guys
for the
would like
years
as
ahead
Packers
and will
fans? The
continue
best
to
in
give
the
you
NFL.
everything I have as we pursue a Super Bowl for the state of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sodi.
I just think, talk about awards, being awarded the best fans in the NFL, that's kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Do we get an award for that?
Yeah, Kevin said it. He said we're the best fans in the league.
Then it is so.
Tis said.
Henceforth.
Dakota, what's your take on Coach of the Year? Who do you think should get it?
That's what I was just going to ask.
Ooh, speaking of henceforth and tis said, 4-7 years ago. How much time is he talking about?
It's a good question, but a question was asked to Doc.
I think Dan Quinn deserves that award for what he did.
Right, I know. Yeah, he came on
Yeah.
hot.
Dead serious.
Okay.
Last 6
that's a
weeks
good call.
and the playoffs, it's Dan Quinn.
They went hard.
Yep. 'Cause They won last 6 games and went undefeated.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
That's a good call.
Yeah, Jane Daniels.
Mr.
looks
October,
great.
I
Looks
think Dan
absolutely
Quinn
great.
takes that or whatever. Basically, whoever turned it the hell on when you need it.
I do want to hear from a couple Packers fans their thoughts on. So we don't have numbers. We don't have length or numbers of the cock extension. That came organically. As Packers fans, I'm sure you expected it, but are you? How do you feel about KOC's extension?
Indifferent.
Appropriate,
Absolutely.
but upset because he's good.
No.
Ah, all right.
You
They don't want to muddle the
Are
product
you
of
trying to
football that
start
the
something?
NFC North
Yeah.
currently has.
the Vikings should have done it last year.
I think we should all be excited about the 4th great coach that's joining this league. And
Yeah.
we are the greatest division of football.
Absolutely.
100%. I think we're going to be for the next 10 years.
Man, we sure showed that in the playoffs.
Did you see?
I think the fact that we also have 2 of probably the last remaining outdoor stadiums that you can watch snow games means primetime football is going to be NFC North for the next decade.
How great was that Philly snow game too?
Oh,
That was just
my
awesome
God.
to watch. Love watching that shit.
We hate Philly, but
Yeah.
even just watching them in the snow, I was like, God, this is
Seriously,
fun,
I know.
right?
And Saquon is popping off everything.
How much
it was fun to
Percocet
watch.
did they give Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
That
For
was
real.
a lot of Percocet. I mean, allegedly. I'm just saying, from the symptoms and behavior I saw, that was 4 to 5 giant Percocets that man inhaled or snorted.
Did we get another Rodgers soundbite?
Did you see him at the end when they said, did you see his highlight?
No.
Or his interview at the end of the game?
No.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing. Like, hey, what happened with the knee there? He's like, man, I love playing in the snow, man. I used to play Madden, man. I turned the snow on 100. I turn it all the way up, man.
And he's usually stoic.
Yep. He's
That's
like,
funny.
man, we're just having fun out here. Normally, he's just, we came out, we did our job. No, he was having a blast.
He's usually trying to philosophize
He was
and sound stupid, but
woo-hoo, perking. It was funny to watch.
I want to see that.
Allegedly.
I do want to see that.
Allegedly.
With snow games, the best
Allegedly
player
perfect
to
free
ever give a comment on that has got to be Jameis Winston. His pregame interview about we are playing in the snow in Cleveland, Ohio.
I am so
My
blessed
God.
I forgot
so
about
blessed to
that.
be given the
So great.
opportunity to play the game I love in a weather like this. This is so much fun.
He's got the greatest soundbite.
He's the best. You cannot not love Jameis Winston.
Manning cast will be gone as soon as Jameis retires because I will be tuned into every Winston cast.
That's a good point.
Every stop. You're the one messing with my cords.
He's going to have money to be made. He really will. So you guys, after much talk about potentially losing a good chunk of our coaching staff that helped us so much with our success this season,
keeping them all.
It appears we're keeping them all.
That's not a surprise.
Wait a minute.
You're not surprised?
Wait a minute.
No,
Everyone
dude, I
wants
told you Brian Flores is blacklisted from ever being a head coach
No,
again.
not surprised about that, but but McCown. I thought he would be an O coordinator somewhere.
Well, that still could be possible.
I think if
Doesn't sound like it
anybody
apparently.
deserves
Apparently.
credit for saying
Did I
none of these
hear
coaches
just being
or
touted by the,
quarterbacks are
Cowboys?
going anywhere or getting contracts.
We're gonna, Brandon. We're sure gonna.
Very accurate.
What are we gonna talk
We
about?
are sure the Cowboys because they got a coach too. We got all the
Did
all
they?
the coaching up.
Rob Ninkovich,
They got Mini Shaddy
Brian.
When did they announce that?
today.
Come on,
This
dude.
morning.
That guy that told us C.D. Lamb was going to the Steelers told us.
All right.
Breaking.
Okay.
Brandon Ayuk. That's right.
Sodi, are you
Wait,
very,
who was our source on that? Do we still get info from him?
We don't want to talk about that.
Sodi, are you very excited to maintain the coaching staff?
I'm very excited when I wake up.
Shelly, the coaching staff. Are you very excited?
Oh, I'm stoked.
Okay, good.
Wait, why are you stoic?
Oh, 49ers expected to hire Robert Saleh as defensive coordinator.
He's going back. What
That's
everyone
old news.
expected. Yeah, what everyone expected. Okay, well that's good. Okay. Packers stuff. Let's do Packers. They are.
I thought we did the whole show on Packers already. I tried to get the Packers out of the way early. That's why I showed an interest in it. I wasn't trying to add more veggies to the soup.
Well, then you should wait because I have bullet points.
Well, I didn't know that. I can't see the script.
Thanks for prepping.
Well, if we had a shared
You
Google
can.
Doc that was prepped every week,
He knows there is.
wait, that's still a thing?
It's still a thing.
Do you add to it? Do you look at it?
He edits it, yeah.
Wait, how do I see that? Is it still the same link from over a year ago?
So no one else looks at it. Brandon likes to look at it before the show now, which I appreciate.
Seriously?
Me and my
So-
old eyes.
So,
We could just skip to the
Yep.
Bills and Chiefs, can't we?
unfortunately, not Shelly. I'm sorry. As much
Sorry,
as I
good
would.
Shelly,
then,
drive the
Taylor
car.
Swift.
All right.
Give her the
so,
laptop.
Just a couple tidbits about Packers so far. They were potentially losing their D coordinator Jeff Hafley, but he is now expected to stay.
He was only half leaving.
Nice. Under Hafley, they saw these improvements from 2023 to 2024, from 10th in points per game to 6th in points per game, 20th in yards per play to 5th in yards per play, 17th in yards per game to 5th in yards per game, 24th in EPA over projected to 4th in EPA over projected. I assume that's what P means. 27th in DVOA to 5th in DVOA. So they got better, and they're keeping them. Sody.
Was it Doc or Brandon that put those stats in that Google Doc?
It was me.
You?
I went on to the Packers subreddit, Sody.
Do you have what Brian Flores did for the Vikings?
Well, he did that like last year, so it's old news. We know.
Our defense last year was better than this year?
No.
I'm just starting to think the green's wearing off.
Wasn't this Hafley's first
I
year?
thought I was the only one, and now you have statistics.
Was this
to
not
support
Hafley?
their
Was this
coaching
not Hafley's
decisions.
first year?
I don't know who Hafley is.
As the coordinator?
Alec,
Brandon.
real quick, your dad would be so proud of you right now.
Brandon,
Oh.
I will close this application.
Hey, what do you,
Riverside
dude,
ass.
I don't know what you're talking about. The Dallas Cowboys have not announced that they're hiring him.
Didn't they?
I don't know where you guys are getting this news, but I'm like, this isn't real.
Is it
I'm
just?
pretty tuned in.
Is it
I
rumored?
told you
to
it
believe
came from the
everything you
same
read on
source
the
that said
internet,
Ayuk was going to
Yeah.
Cleveland. So
Is it rumored?
I told you it was shoddy information.
Is it just rumored?
It has to be because it's not real.
There's a report from NBC Sports saying that they're closing in on a deal to make Brian Schottenheimer.
No,
the
his
coach.
plane is
It's as
closing
good
in on
as
the
done,
airport.
Doc.
It's different.
It's as good as done. Okay.
Has Schefter tweeted it?
Good point. Sody, to that point, guys, am I wrong? Packers fans, was this Hafley's first year as D coordinator?
Correct.
Yes,
That's what I thought.
Yep.
That's why I didn't bring up Flores, dude. He's been our coordinator for 3 years now. 2.
Yeah, the,
Yeah,
def-
and
the
Hafley's
defense
done a
was
great job.
fantastic.
Yep. And he's expected to stay, so good news for them. They're also interviewing some chick named Casey for their D-line coach.
That's fantastic.
It's a guy. I'm just kidding. It's a stupid joke.
Well, that'd be
That's really
cool if
bad,
they
dude.
hired
Great.
Casey.
Do you
That's
guys
great.
know who had the hardest throw in NFL history this year?
Jordan
Visante
Love.
Shanko.
The 2 hardest throws in NFL history occurred this year.
Jordan Love.
It was
Jordan
Jordan
Love,
Love.
baby.
It was Jordan Love. Hardest throw. And I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like I've said this before.
I feel like you're gonna get stabbed here in a second with some of the
No,
looks
you're
that you're
good.
getting.
So
Well, you can't see my eyes.
well-
do they get extra draft picks for that?
Yes.
for Jordan Love's throwing
Hardest
super
throw.
hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually get yours.
I'm just, we don't have any.
Yeah.
You actually have an extra one now.
You want one of our fifths? Oh, did we get an extra, Brandon?
Not
You got a
See,
third.
now I'm
You got a
thinking
third.
Georgie's making these notes to try to be mean. Like, is that all we
gotta
have to talk about their
Look it up,
season?
Alec. Look
That
it
is
up.
not-
It's
that's
third.
not
You got a
official,
condensed
Brandon.
story third.
It's not official yet.
Brandon said it. So I'm horning it.
Is that the season culmination?
Hmm.
When the Packers say, and that's a look at the 2024 season. Hardest throw. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
Bigger things happened.
The Packers didn't post this.
congratulations. You guys won 2 more games than us, and you got
No.
1 more day into the playoffs.
Our
Great
season
job.
was a failure, baby.
Hell yeah.
Super Bowl or bust.
Okay.
That's the beauty of this, though. Really, that's the beauty of this. Even if the Vikings were still playing, and even if a couple weeks we won the Super Bowl, guess what? The Monday after that, we're back to fucking square one. There's my 1F. But that's what, and honestly, the older I get, it's probably going to force me to either care drastically more or drastically less about sports. But I think the thing I love about it the most is you can put the time and the effort into watching. You can cheer for them, do all this stuff. And the coolest part is, I think it's great for the teams, like back at Zimmer, we always had boom or bust years. It was fucking NFC Championship or 8-8. NFC
Zimmer was every other
8-8.
year for
Yep.
some stupid reason.
Well, he wanted to keep good draft picks around, something that I kind of wish we were practicing more of right now because we've got, what, 2.5?
Yeah,
3 and a potential, what Brandon said.
Yeah.
You'll get that. It's just not official.
Hey,
But-
that's great. Love third rounders.
Those are cool. Yep. But no, I think that's one of the most beautiful things, and I'm seeing it this year. I see it every year. These Vikings fail, but especially when they perform. No, I'm serious. But especially when they perform, just like my old man always said, well enough to where you believe they can accomplish everything. The next time they need to win to keep this fantasy going alive, they will destroy you.
That's
and it's-
something that losers say.
Really?
Brandon, what the hell do you think we are?
No, hang on. No,
I'm just
We-
teasing.
we get it.
I'm just teasing.
I don't think you are. But
We are-
He's twisting the knife.
We're top
like-
5 all time in
No, but-
regular
but
season, if
that's-
not number 1.
That's
That's
why,
awesome.
in
And
all
that's all they got.
honesty, I love you guys. I'm glad we have Packers fans here, but I promise you, I'm glad you have all these titles and whatnot because when the purple, and I don't know
I
who
am
our
too.
quarterback's going to be, who our defense coordinator's going to be, but when these Vikings, when those horns on those helmets, hoist that trophy, I promise you, it's going to be one of the sweetest Super Bowls in the history of this league.
Yeah, so
All seven of those Patriots will not hold up to the Vikings.
I can speak to this. I can speak to this as a hockey fan. So the St. Louis Blues was a part of the first expansion of the NHL back in the 60s. They competed for the Stanley Cup in their first 2 seasons and lost. And
Like
they
Vegas.
They were always in the playoffs, but they had never won a Stanley Cup. And in 2019, they went on a majestic run where they were the last in the league in January, fought their ways to the playoffs, clawed their way to the finals, and won in Game 7. And I cried like a baby.
Oh, let's go. That's 6.
It
I want that
was-
so fucking bad. Oh.
It was amazing,
You tried?
dude.
Ugh.
I'm just kidding.
And you couldn't tell
you
me
guys will
anything.
cry when or if the Vikings win.
Oh, fully
Oh,
anticipated.
Dude, I remember sitting in the pole barn watching wild hockey playoffs probably a couple years
03.
before we sold that house. 03?
Oh, okay, that playoff. I thought like their first playoffs as a
I was
team.
11.
Do you remember their first playoffs as a team?
I
They
was
got
smoking dope out in my dad's garage, man. It was sick.
no, Sodia. Their first playoffs as a team was like their first year in the league, and they got to the conference finals or something.
Yeah, I went to a couple of those games. I was lucky enough to throw some towels around. Yeah, Derek Bugard, Marion Gabrick,
Yes.
Brian Rolstead, Andrew
Shit.
Brunette.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh my God.
Doc,
yeah.
could you even tell me what the Blues are doing right now?
They're actually
You got some.
they were really bad to start the season.
Mhm.
They fired the head coach
That's right.
because the Boston Bruins, for whatever reason, fired their head coach Montgomery, who is a great head coach.
The new coach they hired last year
Yeah,
fired already.
fired already.
Shit.
Even though he won them the President Cup last year,
The Wild have 3 different head coaches every year.
and so the Blues were
It's
like,
insane.
the Blues were like, done deal. Hey, sorry, thanks Bannister, thanks for playing for half a season. You're gone. They brought in Montgomery, and he's turning around the team.
Son of a
They
bitch.
actually will probably make the playoffs, and I'm excited.
Wait, that's all he had to do was tell him to
Shit.
face the other way? Jeez.
Yeah,
Face
it's
that way.
amazing.
The guys, turn around.
Boys,
you
you
go.
got to put on skates.
I actually got to hear a pretty cool clip from Taylor Hall. He's a defenseman for Chicago Blackhawks, where he spoke as a competitor about Kirill Kaprizov. I'm not following the Wild as closely as I'd like, but I heard they're one of the hottest teams in hockey right now. And I want to start watching. I lost a back rub on the Bruins against the Jets. Whatever coach the
Aren't they
Bruins
the most
have.
injured team in hockey right now? And they're not as hot anymore
Yeah, they're falling off a little bit, but
because
I
they're
get
just
it.
injured as shit.
These might have been old interviews I was watching. But I got to hear something pretty cool that I don't watch enough of, and that's defensemen talking about competitor offensive hockey players. And Taylor was almost kind of quiet where he was saying, like, I can't say a fucking word about what this guy's doing wrong right now. He goes, honestly, as a defenseman, I wish I had guys that are taking as much flesh as he is coming back. As an offensive player, he's hitting the other team that's on offense.
Yeah.
As he's coming back, he's bouncing off these dudes. He's the fastest one down to the back. By the time you see him, he's already in your zone and you're
Very
chasing
special.
after him. And he said, this is one of the most complete hockey players since Wayne Gretzky we are going to watch.
well, let's talk about Putin. That's
that's
why.
crazy.
I mean, when Vladimir Putin's telling you he's going to kill your family, yeah, you're going to skate fast.
Absolutely.
He's going to do whatever he can to stay over here.
But I'll tell you, it's one of those things that I am afraid of, though. I'm afraid of Joe Mauer. I'm afraid of Kevin Garnett. I'm afraid of Adrian Peterson, and I'm afraid of Kirill Kaprizov. Because what I see are some of the greatest names in sports that are going to accomplish nothing close to what they deserve because they're connected to a Minnesota franchise.
So is it similar for Justin Jefferson and Anthony Edwards even?
Yes.
I didn't say shit about them. Those guys are winning a fucking Super Bowl. No.
That was supposed to be a horn. Sorry. It's kind of funny because we shouldn't
it's the
expect
same
shit.
thing.
This whole
We
show's
shouldn't, we shouldn't expect shit. It's a good point. Yeah, a Freudian button push, right?
No, but I'm telling you, man, if the Vikings do it, you guys,
I know for a fact I'll
the
cry.
best moment.
Doc, I shed a tear when we lost in 09 to the Saints.
Man, you
Georgie
shoulda,
and
like,
I will call each other and just say, "I'm on my way, man. I'll see you in the middle."
I'll go to the parade.
We'll just run and just.
I'll go to the parade with you guys because that will be just an amazing
Cinema.
experience. Because man,
I'll be in the hospital hooked up to an IV.
Yeah, dude. So that was Brett Hull for the Blues parade. He's like, "We went Blues," and yeah.
Family friend.
I
know,
want
bro.
it so bad, and I think I can speak for every Minnesotan. I want it so fucking bad.
It's amazing.
Nothing has happened in my 31 years.
The problem is, I honestly don't think. I think if my theory of, I don't think. Honestly, I think I don't think. But if my theory of
That needs to be a
sports
soundbite.
markets that need viewership bumps are going to win championship, because that is my new script going forward. I don't think it's WWE, but I think now that you can look at, like, remember the old boxes where you could see TV ratings? What were those called?
Nielsen.
Nielsen,
Yep.
yeah.
Nielsen boxes. You don't need that. Now you just, if you work for Spotify, you can look on, this is how many people listen to our music. You can see what town is not subscribing to Netflix or whatever branch of streaming service is bringing your football to it. But I think very soon, NBA is already kind of getting into that, where you have to have streaming services to watch 82 freaking games. Hockey's like that.
NFL started it. We had Netflix games.
I think if you're going to test hockey to see how far can we get people to spend money that normally wouldn't spend it, it's take the state of Minnesota, the state of hockey, to Stanley Cup champions. You take them and watch how those numbers rise, and there's your test market for every other city that wants to have more viewership in hockey.
That's a good point. I like that.
How come when I say something really smart, everybody shuts the hell up?
We're just surprised.
Taking it all in.
Yeah, I
Very,
mean,
yeah, surprised. Didn't expect to be talking about hockey, so don't have follow-ups.
No, you're really
Right.
dialed in. I'm impressed.
I did have one more bit of Packers.
It's called responsibility. It's a lot of fun.
Brandon and Doc, I saw this as a hypothetical, and I would expect the Bengals to try very hard to keep him because the quarterback's been very outspoken about it.
Mm-hmm.
But should the Packers, they should try to get T. Higgins. They have money, don't
Yeah.
they? They have
I
money in
think there's
draft picks.
They do. We have plenty of money. We have plenty of draft picks.
T. Higgins is so good.
I think he wants to go
deal
to a
could be
contender,
done.
though, right?
I like Godwin
Oh, I'm
too.
sorry, you guys were third
That's
in your
another
division last
receiver
year.
that could be out there.
Say that again, Brandon.
I like Godwin too.
Yeah.
As another receiver that could be out there.
I did not
But
know he was free agent.
I believe he's going into free agency this year.
And coming off the injury, which he's expected to recover fully from,
Second.
because it was a
not.
clean break.
no,
You don't want it, Doc?
no.
He's
That's
still
a-
under
that's a
30.
second one,
no,
though. That's the
I'm
problem.
curious, Doc. Who do you got?
He's
What
still under 30.
What are you thinking?
T. Higgins is more oft injured.
That's
Right?
true, right?
You know what
He's
I mean?
got
I think you
hamstring
guys should
issues
give
all the
Thielen a
time.
try, see
Yep.
if there's any meat left in those
Um,
cleats.
I heard
No.
the thing that
He's not a traitor.
Devontae Adams wants to come home.
Oh, no way.
I would be super receptive of that. I think that'd be great.
Adams wants to come home.
For a multi-year contract?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't he
dude,
30?
See, now
years.
that would be an improvement.
Isn't he 30-some? Isn't he in the 30s?
Yeah, but he can still compete.
Yep.
And
Hey,
he doesn't get injured.
I can say this honestly. I don't want Devontae to go to Green Bay because that would improve the team immediately overnight.
Well, so would T. Higgins.
Yeah, but I don't think T. Higgins is going to leave Cincinnati to
He's
go to
not.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
I don't
sure.
see
I
Higgins
think-
leaving with Joe.
I think
being so
Devontae would
outspoken.
leave Oakland.
Yeah.
He
I
already-
still- I
who?
still
left
call
Oak-
him.
He already
Who?
left Oakland.
I still call him
Sodi.
Oakland.
Who?
Las Vegas.
No.
Um,
Sodi. Nobody tell him. Nobody say shit.
Oh, wait, the Raiders?
Yeah.
Are they not the Las Vegas Raiders anymore?
This is great.
no, they are.
They certainly are, Sodi.
But Devontae Adams is going to leave the Raiders to go to Green.
No,
You don't remember.
nope.
It's okay.
No, what's going on?
He'll listen back. It'll be fine.
This will be great. You'll realize. Let's just move on.
No, why can't you guys just tell me?
Because he's not on the
Nah,
Raiders.
that's nice.
What Devontae? Oh, he's playing for the Jets. That's right. Whatever. Well, what did he do on the Jets? I'm sorry, I forgot he played for him. What did he do? Show up and stand on the sideline and go,
No,
"This sucks."
he had one
sucks.
crazy. He had one crazy good game against me in the semifinals in fantasy.
What were
but
his
that
stats?
didn't matter. That
What were
didn't
his
ma-
stats?
Oh, like 14 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Seriously?
Oh, he popped
It was
off.
he went for over 200.
And he went for over 200. It was crazy, and I still won because my team was great.
That Jets game somehow I wasn't turned into.
Oh my God, I would have given everything up for you to lose in fantasy football this
Really?
year.
Why?
What would you have given?
Well, because I was playing you, or
Yeah.
just yeah.
And so I don't have to hear about this repeat. I'm
What-
the best bullshit.
What if you have to drive a convertible with the top down every day for a year? If you win, he loses.
Done?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is my opportunity to say yes. I am back-to-back points leader and league champion.
Dude, we could have colluded for
do you
your
have
loss
punishments
just to see
for
him.
last. Do you have
Thank you,
punishments
Shelley.
for last?
Yes, very
Don't
very
encourage
appropriate.
that.
Very appropriate.
We should have
Sorry.
punishments for last place.
I have an idea
should.
for a punishment.
I think we should just take it easy on those guys and give them
I'll
some more
punish him
draft
later.
picks.
It's fine.
Thanks, Shelly. Shelly's got you covered, Sody. Let's get you back to the hot wing joint.
Can I stay here tonight? Not that
Come
flexible.
on, no.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the championship round, guys.
I'm in for the vasectomies.
Finally.
Trips. Okay. Well, let's game by game here.
Go Bills.
Yeah, we all man. How much is everyone rooting against the Chiefs right now? The entire damn country. Am I right?
So,
Sorry to our buddy Ken, but it would be
Shelly
the
brought up
worst
a good
thing ever
point.
if they were to win. It would just
Yeah.
suck.
and I think it emulated how a lot of people feel. Shelly, what was your opinion about just
And
hearing the
not
Chiefs?
watching the Super Bowl if the Chiefs and Eagles are in it.
Because especially
I'm
just
there for
the
the food,
product
that's
that
it.
the
Fuck,
Chiefs.
you're probably right. I might.
Yep.
Yeah, food in that case.
I'm not even there for the halftime show.
But
I mean,
you're there for the grub.
Who's halftime show?
Kendrick Lamar.
I'll watch that. I'll watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it. I don't
Yep.
know any of his songs.
I love Kendrick. Kendrick's amazing.
What?
I think he's one of the few geniuses we have in music right now. I'll
If
watch.
Pyros
I'll
and
watch the
Crips all
halftime
got
show.
along, they'd probably got me down by the end of this song.
Yuck.
We done.
I got nothing.
Can we play 5.5 seconds of Kendrick?
What's our limit, Doc? What's our limit?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Ah,
We're
shit.
not on that many algorithms yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are.
Okay.
Every single post is getting like over 500
okay,
views at
so
least.
speaking of how everyone hates the Chiefs, did you see the couple controversial calls that went their way against Patrick Mahomes?
I do
last
my
night?
best.
Those
I
are
do my best
controversial.
You don't
not to
think?
watch Chiefs football.
Doc,
honestly.
please expand.
No, absolutely. Those calls deserve to be thrown. Those flags are correct.
I'd appreciate no sarcasm because the Chiefs pissed
You
me off.
cannot breathe in Patrick Mahomes' direction. Come on. Everybody
what I'm
got that
saying.
memo.
Just in case anyone's going from sour to sweet real quick, I just want to remind you there is a candy.
With,
But it feels like you're going the
With-
opposite.
with weed in it.
You were so sweet.
Hey,
No.
are you passing
With
that
cheese
this
on it?
way?
What's in there?
You just want to
Man.
throw one at
So
me?
did you get my reference? This is the longest yard reference. With cheese on it.
I'm not
Cheeseburger
touching it. I'm not touching
That's
this.
right. Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Oh! I can understand why I have a lot to handle. If I'm anything like these candy.
Thank you for the
Never
sour
mind.
patch.
Never mind. I'm a really nice guy.
I'm
I'm glad it stuck around for me.
So I hope we all
Never mind. You're bad again.
I hope we all caught on to Doc's sarcasm there. The Chiefs got some very stupid calls in their favor. One of them gave them a third down where they ended up getting 3 points on. Ended up not mattering, but still very favorable calls. With Patrick Mahomes getting hit, there were at least two that just should not have been called. The announcers were pissed at it, and then the head ref came in and said, "Yep, no penalty." But they still get these calls. So I have the stat.
Wait, hang on. When did people figure out pro wrestling was fixed? When the referees' mistakes could not be accounted for anymore.
No, when they didn't, wasn't it always known to be a production?
When did you realize?
My parents always told me it was fake. I thought it was fake the entire time.
Not everybody got to live your life.
All right. Okay, so these stats. Brandon, did you see those plays that I'm talking
I did.
about from last week?
No, I did not know.
Nobody likes to watch the Chiefs because they're stupid. All right.
That's
Okay.
kind of what I did.
Well, this
yeah.
is just going to support that. Some interesting penalty differentials that stood out during the Chiefs' last four postseasons. So not 4 postseason games, not last 4 games, not last 4 postseason games. Their last 4 entire postseasons, which we know they've at least made it to the AFC Championship and 3 of them to the Super Bowl. So that's very many games. The last 4 postseasons, 7 roughing the passer on opponents compared to 1 on them. 4 unnecessary roughness on opponents, 1 on them.
These are some really nice guys.
11 DPI or defensive holdings on opponents, 2 on them.
11
That's
DPIs.
that's crazy. You can say they're well coached, and they are. They absolutely are. They've done all the little things right this year. They don't miss kicks. They don't fail on 3rd and shorts. They do all the little things, and so even while Patrick Mahomes' numbers are not Patrick Mahomes like, he's still the best quarterback in the league, and no one doubts it because they make the right play every time and they don't mess up. But still, those numbers are a little bit weird to me.
Yeah.
That's my point.
little lopsided.
Thanks, Shelly.
Fall out of your sleeve?
No, it probably stuck to my sleeve. It probably is my guess.
See where that
Shit.
See where that thing came from.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Shelly, thoughts on the Chiefs?
I hate them.
Nice.
Hashtag
Same.
analysis, everyone.
Yep.
I
let's go.
think you lose more NFL viewers for people that aren't watching their team, like us. I'm watching right now for the Bills.
if there are script writers, they better be working
You
overtime.
lose
to
more
not let the Chiefs
viewers
in.
if the Chiefs win. You gain more if you take a franchise like Buffalo and give them something they have never tasted. You give franchises like Detroit, like Minnesota, hope, because here's a team that hasn't won it, and you've been dominated by big market teams. Here's Buffalo.
Buffalo and Washington, baby.
Bills and
Buffalo and Washington.
Yep.
If the Bills win it, then I will believe. Not that I've wavered in my belief that the Vikings can win it. I've wavered in my belief.
Let's go picks.
Let's do it. All right. Game 1, Bills at Kansas City. Shelly.
Bills.
Woo! What's the score?
I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. They're probably going to be tied. They're going to go into overtime.
I like that.
And then
I like
Josh
that.
Allen gets the ball first, but scores a touchdown.
Oh my God, we would
Runs
do the
it
redemption.
98 yards.
Let's go! And doesn't even give Pat a chance.
A bad kickoff.
I would love if they got a taste
Return.
of their own medicine that happened to Josh Allen,
Yeah.
where he didn't
What
get a
if
chance
Josh
in OT.
Allen
That would
goes
be great.
Marshawn Lynch beast mode and just
Oh, Shelly, that'd be so great if that
slow
happened.
motion,
I
just
hope you're right.
shaking 9
Exciting.
tackles and then just grabs Horn over that end zone.
That'd be great. Grabs Horn as he's passing the sideline, flicking him off the whole time.
Hold my dude.
No, that's a flag.
Worth it.
But it would still be a touchdown.
You know
I don't
what?
think so.
They'll accept the penalty on the next kickoff. In the Super Bowl, baby! Let's go! Game's over.
Brandon, thoughts?
My picks?
Yep. And what does the game come down to?
Sure. I think it's going to be 21-17 Bills.
Let's go. And what does it come down to?
Defense.
Oh, it'll come down to fourth quarter drive by Josh Allen.
All right.
I think they give the Chiefs a little bit of the taste of their own medicine from what they've been getting the past few years.
Whoever
And,
has the ball
same thing.
last.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to.
I agree, and this is wishful thinking, but I'm going to say it so I look super smart when it happens. 30-17 Bills.
Wow.
Wow.
I also think
Convincing
that
win.
Patrick Mahomes
It's
is going to throw
convincing.
2 or more interceptions.
Do we have a Buffalo soundbite?
We've seen him play perfectly for too dang long. It's like it's seriously it's breaching that 07 Patriots team where you just
Well, Tom Brady won those teams.
I get it, but no team has ever played perfect an entire season. They do have the loss, but still, it's been damn
difference
near
is
perfect. It's been damn near
you
perfect.
knew the O lineman for the Patriots, Matt Light. Guys, at least I did. Some guys.
Can you name the rest?
There was a guy from Boulder, Colorado, the left tackle. He was number 77.
Yeah, I know you're.
What's his
talking
first
about.
name?
Oh, Sody. I even know this one.
But the defense is where I went nuts.
I wouldn't-
Brandon
I wouldn't have
Spikes
got
was
Matt Light.
an absolute freak. Rob Ninkovich was super fun. Gronk was an amazing person to cheer
Not
for.
defense, but
Aaron
yep.
Hernandez, super fun to watch.
Yep.
That Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, maybe we haven't seen a better tight end combination until Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid.
Hot take. They haven't done much.
I know, that's why it's not that hot. I'm glad you said that.
They're good. but
So that's my pick. Is it my turn?
Doc's turn.
Not, so you can go.
No, you can go.
Go for it.
Wait, is yours going to be better than mine?
No, you're gonna pick the Bills though.
You going to pick the Chiefs? Hey, I picked the Packers. I picked the Packers. I'm not a great sports mind, but I love you. But no, I do. I think the first half of the game is going to be both coaches being very freaking cautious, not giving up that ball. I think first half, at halftime, we're going to go into that game, and yeah, it's going to be
Could see that.
13-10. Second half, the first coach to get scared is going to lose. And I think it's going to be Andy Reid because I think his blood pressure is a little high, and it's not his fault. It's genetic. But I think he's going to ask a lot out of He's going to say, Patrick, you're the best sword in the league. I'm going to pull you out of my quiver and just sheath everybody. I'm misusing a lot of words here.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Taking your
Anyway.
sword out of the shirt.
Yep.
Quiver
I think the stress of being Patrick Mahomes crumbles Patrick Mahomes. I think he gets mad when the refs are starting to realize, wow, there's a lot of people watching this, and I have a reputation and a career I want to have.
I would love to see a
I
Mahomes
can't
tantrum.
not call this because just Kansas City fans are watching
Would
this.
love to see a Mahomes tantrum.
Yep, and I think
Cherry on top.
Mahomes is going to do a fake slide and run and get clipped in the chin so freaking hard, and he's going to look for a flag, and he's not going to get one after that. He will not be the same. Same thing's going to happen to Josh Allen. He's going to go for a run, maybe try to get out of bounds. They're going to hit him late, and it's going to wake him the hell up.
And then he's going to hit the next play.
Yep, he's going to come in. He won't slide another play. He
I
will
hope
lower
you're right.
shoulders, and he will Tim Tebow and say, no one else carries the ball right now.
I remember
But
that.
like Shelley said, I don't think it goes into overtime, but I think it's a final possession. I think Patrick Mahomes runs around and does his little frog walk, and Travis Kelce gets open, points at T Swift. T Swift can't believe the success they're having. It's nuts. But Josh Allen says, never forget who the Wyoming Cowboys are and the product that we create and what we do when we play football.
So because of that, thank you, Sodi. That was great. Let's consider what this does. This doesn't do shit to Mahomes' legacy if he wins.
No.
But what does it do to Josh Allen's if he loses again to Mahomes?
Pay me.
No, if he loses to Mahomes again.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Salts it. Yeah, salts it.
Ugh. Not to say he couldn't go on and win the Super Bowl next season, right?
And
but,
that's
but
why-
still, like everyone's like he will get hate.
that's why I think
Even if he
Josh settled his dues. Josh made right in his castle and his kingdom. He chose the woman, said, listen, I'm going to make you mine. We're getting married. He made right in his world because he said, I don't want any other questions. The next time I line up against that curly-headed fuck, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him the right way, and I'm going to do it because my mind is clear, my heart is full, and I'm just,
I'm going to go
I
back.
can't wait for this game.
I'm going to go back on my statement.
I'm
Josh
sorry,
Allen
I
got
spilled
That's good, man. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
yep. Josh
Look
Allen
good, feel
got
good, play good, baby.
he got zero hate from losing when the last two times he faced the Chiefs because he had an absolutely incredible game. So I now am disagreeing with myself. I don't think that will hurt him much, unless he plays like shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Hypothetical.
I still want to hear how Doc thinks Patrick Mahomes is going to win again.
So
You're a doc.
I hope we get to see what Sodi just said because I really do want the Bills to win.
Yes.
I unfortunately think the Chiefs win 24-21 in overtime.
Because the jersey sales are real.
few key stats. So this is one of the worst statistical years Patrick Mahomes has had since he's been in the NFL.
And they're 16-1.
Yeah.
15-1.
He's been sacked 36 times this season, which is the most in his career.
He doesn't mind.
This is going to come down to defense, plain and simple.
Which the Chiefs have a better
Take
one.
him out at the knees. Is what I was
Damn. Let's get him. Whatever it takes.
The problem, though, is Carson Wentz is the
Shelley,
backup.
you can just say a technique tackle everyone learned in elementary school. That's illegal now.
That's a good point.
Yep, hip drop. By the way, did you guys see that Chiefs defender hip drop
Oh, big time.
on
Yes.
what's his name? Bo Nix?
The-
Some in a playoff game. The guy even turned around and went,
Yeah. That wouldn't have been Bo.
refs just looked up like, oh. It's nice out.
Oh, pretty nice day.
Oh, Patrick, you okay?
Okay. Okay, yes, I think I speak for everyone when I say go Bills. All right.
Commanders Eagles.
Commanders Eagles. Sodi, let's go counter this time.
I still ain't cool with what they did to my city.
So who do you think's going to win?
Let's go, Jalen.
Okay.
Yep. He's going to make their skin red with how hard he spanks them.
Do you mean-
he's going to remember what that team used to be called?
Do you mean Jade Din?
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Jay Den.
There's a lot of J's.
Yep.
J-A-Y's.
The Eagles are going to get their wings clipped, and the Commanders are going to command a victory.
What's the final score?
Final score of that one?
Mhm.
Wait, is this one of those who we want to win, who we think's going to win deals?
You can just do both.
I want the Commanders to win.
You think the Eagles are going to win?
I think Jalen Hurts has got a taste for Percocet. I think he takes this into the NFC Championship game. He plays out of his mind because he's never felt this young, this free, this open, and this much in the moment. I don't think he understands what prescription narcotics do to a young man's brain. I just hope that he understands he is more important than football. But I think Jalen Hurts goes, Aaron Rodgers gets fucked up on perks and wins. No, don't clip that one.
No, that was awesome.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly perking. Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Hurts. Allegedly
Allegedly.
perking.
I did hear a surprising stat.
More surprising?
about Jalen Hurts. Under 3,000 yards this year, 18 touchdown passes.
Yeah, but he had like 15 rushing touchdowns.
I
or
get it.
something.
I know
Yeah.
that's what they do. That's the offense, right? And I'm not saying he's bad because of his stats, but still, that's crazy how much success they found in that offense with that production out of their passing game.
Yeah, well, when you have a 2,000-yard rusher,
I get it. And then your quarterback does it too. I get how
A lot
it
of
happened.
defense was
But we haven't seen that in
Succavan
a little while. A team with that much success with the Ravens, right? Both of them this year.
yeah.
Okay.
and 09 Vikings.
Kinda. It wasn't Adrian's best year. It was
Wasn't-
Favre. What are you talking about?
Wasn't Brett's?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Hands down Brett's best year,
Not for sure.
stats wise.
Really?
He was wearing
Yep.
purple.
So wait a minute. If Brett
Stats
Favre,
wise, though,
if
it
Brett
was.
Favre playing good football made you a Packers fan, did you just not? Was there no TV in 09?
Oh, good point. Was it too late to go back?
If Brett Favre is what made you a Packers fan,
Oh.
Nah, I was homeless.
why didn't you call me?
I didn't know you.
Shit.
Okay, guys. Well,
I hate
sorry,
these
Doc.
parallel universes. that
Doc,
only
it's
go
hard
in one
to
direction.
it's hard to follow, but Commanders Eagles.
I don't know. I can't.
I could see a world where the
Dude, there's
Commanders
too
win.
much going on.
The Eagles are flawed. I think the Eagles are flawed. If they both play a perfect game, Eagles will win semi easily, right? But the Eagles are flawed. If the Commanders can exploit that and play a damn near perfect game, I don't think it's that crazy that they win. That'd be awesome to see them in the Super Bowl.
Can we
is-
exploit a sponsorship with Percocet?
Maybe it would also be so awesome to see them go to the Super Bowl
would be
after they
great.
got after
Not for me. No.
after Dan Schneider. I would hate to see them go to the Super Bowl
Oh, that
with
would be-
Dan Schneider
That
as their
would be
current owner.
hilarious.
Right. I know.
No.
I think like that would be so great because here's mine. Fuck that.
No,
guy.
I mean that just shows right what good ownership and in a front office
Yes,
coaching,
seriously.
like how much that influences a team's success.
It got the Vikes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
With
then, and
a
then,
product
and then
that we
something
did
happened.
not know what we
then
were going
something
to get.
happened, but they got them to the playoffs. Yes.
You guys just didn't have the right quarterback. You
That's
guys,
what being a Vikes fan is, dude. Somebody gives you a deck of playing cards, and you might just have a decent one in there. But usually it's stuff where you just go, "Thanks, Uncle Greg."
Good deal.
Yep.
Good deal. Okay.
I had fun. It was fun opening it and looking at all of them.
Doc, what's the score? Who's winning?
I think it's going to be 42-31
God dang.
Holy crap.
Philadelphia.
Allegedly Perkin.
Washington's defense has been coming up though. They've been doing well, right? Okay. So for me, this will be a 27-21 game for the Commanders.
That'd be great. There's never been a rookie quarterback to start in the Super Bowl.
Let's go.
You know what
'Cause
I
Joe
want?
Burrow was injured his rookie year. That's right.
You know what I want to see? Ertz catch the game-winning touchdown against
Why?
Philly. 'Cause
Oh,
I-
that'd
that
be
would be
great. Yeah.
great.
Former Philly.
He,
Yeah.
well, he also
Yeah.
had a run in, I think, one of the last games of the season where his former coach came up and tried to shake his hand or something. And he came up and said, "Don't can say anything to me. Anything. You guys didn't want me around. You guys didn't think I was going to do for you. Look at me now. Now you want to say, hey, playing good? Don't touch me."
Wasn't that
And I
great.
think if Zach Ertz gets a chance to play, you're going to see him go off like a tight end you have not seen do in a
he had a really good year.
long time. I think he is reinvigorated, and as a lot of the people who voted a certain way, he's woke the hell up.
Nice. Okay. Brandon.
I like everybody.
All right, so
Yes, you do.
a few stats here. The last time these two teams played, Washington won 36-33. That was on December 22nd.
That's right.
Yep. And the series is the Commanders lead the series against the Eagles 90-85 with 5 ties.
Mm.
I am going to, man, this is tough. I'm going to go with strength of roster. I think that Philadelphia has a stronger roster. I think it'll be down to one score. I think it'll be 31-28 Eagles.
Gotcha. Shelly.
I think the Eagles are going to win. They're at home in their awful stadium, awful fans.
And they're going to have an awful win.
Awful win.
Yeah, everything about him is awful. She's correct.
Yeah, I mean, besides Barkley.
Are you guys going to watch if it's Philly Chiefs?
Absolutely.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, I got
Cooking?
a lot of money on it, so
I'll have it on, and we just
Do
bought
you?
a 65-inch
Do ya?
TV, so you can't
Yeah.
not watch.
What's your money on? Share. You don't need to say how much, but what's the bet for?
You know why I'm
What's
watching?
it on? What'd you
I'm
bet
hoping
on?
this is the year Super Bowl ads are the best part of the Super Bowl.
Did you bet on Philly?
I bet on players. I do DraftKings.
Oh,
right?
players.
So
sure.
yeah.
All right.
I just want to see the season through. You know, we've watched all season. We've analyzed all season.
No, your
we've made
season is
picks
through,
every
Brandon.
week.
Has no one told you?
I just want to see it through.
Oh my god, oh my god. No, it's done, dude. Pro Bowl. You got Pro Bowl. Wait, do
I
you
don't
guys have
want
Pro
to watch
Bowl?
flag. I don't watch the Pro Bowl anymore. Flag football is stupid.
I like the
haven't-
dodgeball. I like the dodgeball and the moving targets where quarterbacks try to hit stuff because I always think I can do that.
Did you
And
see?
Jalen Hurts couldn't last year. It was funny.
Did you
Allegedly
see?
Perkin.
They're adding trivia to the Pro Bowl for the quarterbacks.
Wonderlick. You do a Wonderlick to get drafted. I think you should test people's intelligence.
Oh, that's cool. If it's a Wonderlick, I'm down for it.
I'd like to see highest salaries versus highest intelligence. I think the kickers are going to dominate
and
the
see if
trivia.
there's a correlation with
Where's Chris Cluey?
That'd be fun to see.
Didn't he win like
Oh, he was
brilliant.
Yeah, he was
absolutely brilliant,
Yeah,
like a Jeopardy or something.
remember Chris.
That'd be hilarious.
How do we get Chris Cluey on here?
Good question.
How do we get Chris in your basement?
We first get very into World of Warcraft,
That's what he was in. Yep. I was gonna say he was all about something.
and then once we are comfortable being experts in that, then we can
Chloroform.
try reaching out. Shelly's right.
Shelly's got a chance.
There we go.
Shelly and some chloroform.
Chloroform, and when he wakes up, we're playing WoW
Do you
to
have an
make him comfortable.
airline pilot suit? Because if you walk fast enough in one of those with a clipboard, shit, I've been to the Oval Office. I have not.
Nobody would question
Alec
it.
never snuck into the White House.
Nobody would question it. Wow, he's somewhere to be. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
What are you going to stop a guy in a pilot suit with a clipboard and say, "Excuse me, are you where you're supposed to be?
With a furrowed brow? Hell no.
Are you sure you're in the right place?"
Did you look at me?
I'd say I had no idea someone had to drive this building, but I'm glad this guy's here.
Do you see my clipboard? All right. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna let's.
Wait, when did that go out?
I thought we were talking about Friends today.
We never turned it on.
What happened to that?
That's for Sody show.
You totally turned it
For
on.
Sody
I
show.
totally turned it on. At some point, the light
Oh no,
got
you're
darker.
right. Yeah, good point. It did. Sody's correct.
Find it.
All right.
That's kind of the funny Easter egg.
Okay.
That makes me want to watch.
Guys, okay, we got new head coaches in the league for next year. Ben Johnson to the Bears, and he said this funny thing for the opening press conference that he thought he was more worried about the Bears last year than the Packers or the Vikings, and this is what he gets for that. LOL, because they weren't even fucking close.
Yeah. No.
So you're stupid, Ben, and the Bears are going to continue to suck because they're a shit franchise. And that's what people used to say about us, and that's still kind of true because we haven't won anything. But I'm
Wait,
going
who
to
said we
relish
suck and we're
the
a shit
opportunity to
franchise?
say it
We are
against
so
someone
close.
else.
We are
To say it
so
against
close.
someone else.
Who said we're a shit franchise?
Well, you know, proofs
Have they heard of the Timberwolves?
Sody proofs in the pudding when it comes to
I think it's
NFL
just-
franchises.
I think it's just on your trophy shelf.
It's on the exactly.
We
Well,
have a Vikings helmet on the trophy shelf. It's not from a championship game. No one famous wore it, but it's up there.
It's signed too.
Who signed it?
Adrian Peterson.
He signed Brett Favre's helmet?
It's Brett Favre's face mask, Sody.
It's not a running back face mask.
Okay. So Ben Johnson to the Bears. That's I don't know. We'll see.
Did you see his speech though to everyone that was waiting in the area to welcome him and his family to the facility?
I sure didn't. I would
Get
love to
away
hear
from my
more about
house.
No, I don't have the actual speech, but man,
to the effect of.
dude, it pumped me up.
Really? It was a good one?
Anything about kneecaps?
It was Campbell-esque.
Ah, frick off.
Yeah.
Was
Wonder
it?
where he got it.
Ah, that sucks. Dang it. That sucks for
Yeah.
us. That sucks very much for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't talk about kneecaps, we're fine. Because Dan said kneecaps. Next thing you know,
They're great. And then they were great.
phenomenal.
There's some correlation there.
Kevin should talk about kneecaps.
Well, really, what happened is Peyton Manning went to the Lions Stadium and did an exorcism in the end zone and cleansed it, and then like the team just started doing amazing.
Well, they should have taken a page out of the Rwandan Soccer League because the Rwandan Soccer League has banned witchcraft. I think we talked about that.
We did. We sure did. That's
They
right.
actually had to ban witchcraft because somebody was using it and it was working.
man.
Goodell should look into that.
So the Lions did, however, so Lions lost O coordinator, D coordinator, and their D line coach. Aaron Glenn, their D coordinator, is now the coach of the Jets. Do we expect the Lions to be worse next year?
Yes.
Pretty easy to be worse than their record.
Yep.
But yeah, there's going to be an adjustment period for them, at least hopefully.
Do they still win the NFC North next year?
No.
I think
Brandon, who wins it?
yes.
Who wins it, Brandon?
I think the Packers win next year.
Why?
I don't know. I think they have an opportunity. They have a good.
They had an opportunity this season. They didn't. We did too. We
Never
didn't
mind.
either.
Never mind, Sodi.
But I'm just saying.
No, don't ask a question and then immediately interrupt. Somebody's trying to answer.
Brandon,
Wait
that's
a
his
minute.
thing. That's his
Touchy
thing.
subject.
Yeah,
That's his thing.
You're a calm one. Is this why you live in Cleveland?
I'm all perked up, baby.
I'm allegedly Bergen.
Okay.
It's all fun here, man. My season's over too.
Did you guys see what? And this was revealed by Tua's dad, I guess on ESPN Honolulu. Did you guys see what Tua said? Allegedly said to his dad, according to his dad. Okay. God damn it, Doc.
That is so mean.
Jeez
I'm
Louise.
glad he did it before I did.
It's out of nowhere.
Because I was gonna go, hey you guys.
Okay. But
At
for
least
real,
mine had words.
he said, Dad, I love this game and I'll die on this field for this game.
God, he's going to.
That's one.
Fuck my family. Fuck my long-term health. It makes no sense to me.
What's the money line on that?
Maybe that'll make more sense to. Maybe that makes more sense to people within the NFL and they admire it. But that makes no sense to me.
Nobody admires that.
Right? How? How would
Players
they?
have told him to retire.
He needs to talk to Luke.
Correct.
Kuechly.
Yeah. Good point.
He needs to talk to Luke Kuechly.
Good point.
Talk about somebody who had.
It's not the one I wanted.
Okay.
Not the one I wanted.
He needs to talk to Luke Kuechly because I think Luke, as one of the biggest NFL players, I was a freak about. I've never starred over anybody, but if I saw Luke Kuechly back when he was playing for Carolina, I would have gushed.
Yeah.
I would have freaked out. I would have wanted an autograph, a picture. I would have told everybody. That guy stepped away at the top of his game when he got an injury that he realized would have consequences in his future.
Yeah.
And he understood this game has given him the opportunity to provide lifelong wealth for him, his family. But his line was, I want to know who my kids are when they walk through the door at Christmas when I'm 60. That was, I don't ever
That's
need
so
to
true.
watch you play football. Thank you
It's
for
so
the
true.
art and the product you gave
Does
me
he
as a
have
young
kids?
man.
Does Tua have kids?
You should talk to Andrew Luck.
Is he married?
Yeah, Andrew Luck, again, stepped away top of his game because the injuries he realized would stack up. And I understand where Tua is kind of almost a pioneer, where he's like, no, the game is more important to me than the consequences. As somebody who's said, don't worry about the injuries, you're paid millions of dollars to be an athlete, go sacrifice your body. I see it from both ways, but I've got to say right now, if it was me and I had the opportunity to provide this wealth and my family's never seen that before, I'm strapping on the helmet. I'm going after it. If I'm Luke
The
Kuechly
linebacker.
and I have, it's some people are more focused on what they can do for their future generation, and maybe it's what they're doing when they're not around, where some people are like, I want to be around for it. And I think if Tua looked at it, he probably could still make an impact if he stopped playing football.
Totally agree. I think it also we can make a little point about the Guardian caps too. Sure, they look stupid, but I forget who quoted it and said people thought seatbelts were stupid too.
There.
Let's end on that super serious note. Hey guys, thanks for listening so much. Like, subscribe, follow on everything, because we're on everything now. So check it out. Check out our shop. We got awesome things. Love you guys. Take care of your brain.
Like, follow, subscribe.